Big Buck Training is, for me, everything. It is, right now, it's my life. We have 3 values as a company, so simple, inquisitive and progressive. We don't overcomplicate things. This doesn't need to be a load of jargon and models. It's a simple way of understanding where a company or an organisation or a person is, where they need to be, and the bit in the middle is our job. Simplicity is underrated. The relationships are everything. Now, a lot of what we do is e-learning, which might sound like we're kind of removing that relationship piece, but we work hard with the company to understand what the need is first.
Clever businesses collect all the data about that person and then they target that individual with stuff that's relevant to them. So it has to be a blended approach. Doing classroom training isn't enough anymore, but in the same instance, you can't just do e-learning because you need that face time, you need that interaction.
Making sure the individual delegate has the experience they need to get to where they want to be. What that looks like will differ for topic, individual, organisation.
If you start a business, you can't just go and buy the best, most competent person in every area of that business. You have to invest in your people and you have to train them.
As Simon says, if you develop your people, your business will develop. It's about looking after the people that do the day-to-day graft. It's not going to click for every individual, but that doesn't mean they shouldn't be given the opportunity to improve or to develop their skills, to move up the ladder. And I see my job as to lay the opportunity out in front of them in the best way I can, tailored to the way they like to learn, to give them the greatest possible chance of taking it on board. Simon is efficient.
I understand people and I understand what they need and what they want.
I love human behaviour. I love the fact there's no black or white, just a huge, massive grey in the middle.
I think he genuinely wants to help people get better at what they do.
I do a lot of behavioural training. So, you take 2 separate people and give them exactly the same scenario and I get 2 completely separate outcomes. And I love understanding why people do what they do and what drives one person but turns off the next person.
I can look at the commercial aspect of it and understand if I was in this position as a business, what would I be thinking about this?
Simon essentially was a team leader in a contact centre sales environment within an organisation we both worked in. As a trainer, I got aligned with certain parts of the business and one with Simon's. We kind of hit it off, didn't we? It was quite, we were forced together, so I was given...
romance?
Oh, stop me. The training team was quite small and the sales team was quite big, so we were given sections essentially to be responsible for. Simon was within the remit of my team and we just kind of clicked.
Family is my world.
Family is essential. And so I'm married and I've got a little girl, Megan.
I have a 2-year-old now, Rory. You look at that smiling little face.
I mean, if I'm ever lacking in energy or motivation to go and do something, just spend 30 minutes with Megan. She's absolutely hilarious. And kids see life from a different perspective and it kind of reminds you of all the nonsense that we put in the way of what's important.
My partner Karen as well has been so much support and I think that she's really helped inspire me and drive me on to do what we do. And I love that about her, she just keeps reminding me about the important things. And then obviously Rory comes through and hits me with a car and that.
My wife Emma is the inspiration. She's a regional manager for a national retailer and she's on the road constantly, at home constantly. She seems to be in 2 places at once and does twice as much as I do. She's quite balanced, whereas I quite like a gamble. I'd risk the mortgage tomorrow if I thought there was a good idea behind it. She sees a more pragmatic view of the world and is quite a good sounding board for me before I make the big jump.
We talked about Craig and I's different views and approaches and opinions on things. When we do, and it does happen, get to a stalemate, I always use Karen as that sounding block to make sure that what I'm actually saying isn't me just being big-headed. It's got to be about family, but also I want to move forward and I want to grow as well. Progression is inevitable.
I think what we'll see over the next 5 or 10 years is more widespread implementation of existing tech. Gamification, how do I get augmented reality, how do I get animated videos, whatever it might be, into the classroom or into the learning environment and have it add value.
Businesses need to be really understanding how do their employees consume information in their personal life, because clearly they're doing it at an incredible rate. If an employee could consume that same rate and volume of information about the business, then I'm sure every business would be in a better place.
Where will we be in the next few years? Doing what we do, but we enjoy what we do, we work well together, we deliver good quality products and we achieve our goals.